Mr. Smith, once elected not governor of Texas, would you fear assassination?
That's a great opener. Yeah. Yeah. So my strategy has recently changed after my conversation with Larkin Rose. I don't know if you saw that. And after watching his debate with Adam Kokesh. Previously, I'd kind of followed the Kokeshian plan of, if I'm elected not president, I'm going to march to the White House after being sworn in and sign an executive order freeing the people and peacefully dissolving the federal government. Larkin's criticism of that was that you are using the libertarian platform to tell people that the way to achieve freedom is to vote for somebody to ride in on a white horse and with the power of executive order free everyone. But the reality is, and the true principled libertarian message is, the entire voting process is invalid. The system of government control is immoral and invalid and dumb and should not be endorsed as the vehicle to achieve freedom because it's non-consensual. That makes it invalid. So, in light of that, I recently changed my strategy to I'm just carrying a message. I should say we, it's not just me. I drafted it and we're going to work on it as we go forward. A Declaration of Individual Independence, which is a much more libertarian plan. Everyone that wants to can participate. They can sign this Declaration of Individual Independence, and my role will simply be to amplify the message of that declaration to the world. If I win, it will be a triumph of that message of a bunch of people saying that they withdraw their consent to be governed, and they're going to be doing that not because Patrick Smith rode in on a white horse and signed an executive order doing that. It's just a simple statement of fact in the world. They withdraw their consent, and I'm going to show that to the world. And it's not about me. It has nothing to do with me. I'm not saving or freeing anyone. I'm carrying a message of their withdrawal of consent because that's what it takes. The only thing it takes to be free, the only thing it should take to be free is a personal decision between your own two ears. I, Patrick Smith, withdraw my consent to be governed. And the moment I do that, all forms of non-consensual control over my life become invalid and immoral. And so that's the message I'm spreading. Sorry, I kind of went off topic there. But yeah, that's what I would say to that.
So I think that's a great answer. It actually slightly in its own way reminds me of Martin Luther King Jr. because he had an audience. He had a lot of people looking at him. And with you having that individual Declaration of Independence, having collected multiple signatures would put an audience of eyes on you. And back to the question, if there ever was a point in time that you were assassinated for your leadership skills of liberty, then you would have an audience of people to record that and to carry that message on to the next generation and following generations. So that's a great answer. I appreciate your answer.
Well, of course it's a possibility. Anytime you resist structures of power, the structure of power is going to resist back. And of course that might make me a target. I have a limited time to exist in this universe, and I can use that time for just personal narcissistic pleasure, or I can try and make the universe a slightly better place for my children. And I've chosen to do that, to try and make it as good of a place to live as I possibly can before I hand it over to them, so to speak.
I think that's amazing. You just reminded me of Will Coley. Mr. Will Coley was a vice presidential candidate for he was seeking the nomination from the Libertarian Party to be the candidate for vice president. That was a mouthful of words. I'm sorry. But he got really excited at one point, and he was during the debate, and he was saying, "Hey, I know people that's been injured and even died standing up for freedom in their own lives and been incarcerated," and gave examples. And then he said, "I will fight for your liberty. I will die for your liberty." And I just thought that was really impacting because his heart, his neck, and everything would be willing to be put on the line for our freedom.
Ask a Libertarian Facebook fan page is spreading awareness of libertarianism and informing non-libertarians while empowering those who support liberty on a daily basis. This is your opportunity to be empowered, and let us advocate libertarianism for you at facebook.com/askalibertarian.